We will be very briefly looking at the thread local storage design pattern. So let's assume a program where let's say there are 3 different threads, and each of these threads is having some methods. Let's say m1, m2, m3 are the methods used here, and so on. So these methods have their local variables as well as some global variable which is common across all the methods. So in general, there is, in a single threaded program, a single global variable is good, but when there are multiple threads and they simultaneously write to the same global variable, it can cause a problem. So basically T1 can write some value and T2 can write then another value, then T1 reads the same value, then T1 finds a new value read. So these kinds of issues are there because T2 might change a value which T1 doesn't wants to get changed. So for that, solution we have? G1, G2, G3. So we have thread local storage. So these are 3 different global variables for 3 different threads. So T1 will be writing to G1, T2 will be G2, and T3 to the G3. So there may be other global variables also, let's say G11, etc. So generally there are limits to the space which we allot to the thread local storage variables. So this is the thing. So I think you understood the use of when the thread local storage is used. So let's say this G1, G2, G3 denote a single value, let's say maybe approximation of the sales of the year. So let's say we want to attain a single final value at the end. So we may take inputs from all of them and finally merge into a single value G. So that can be done after the execution of the programs is done. So basically this is the very simple thread local storage design pattern. Thank you friends.